Okay, hopefully now. Let's hope I don't get interrupted. Alright. Welcome back, obviously. What I will say is I have finally have time and a plan. So, first point in the objective is that I am going to do some base upgrades, but not of the house. I was thinking that, I'm gonna have to get multiple materials of thorium, cobalt, copper, iron, gold, and potentially silver. So I was thinking, like, what caves can I potentially go into to probably get the most resources out? And there's really not a clean answer to it. Sure, you can find cobalt in the desert, but it's incredibly rare to where you can't get a bulk of it. Thorium, on the other hand, is really useful for base upgrades, especially when it comes to crafting recipes. It's always something you're going to need to upgrade your crafting stations, and it's just a really good thing to have, essentially. But here's the problem. After that, not really useful for anything else. But I am going to have to constantly go over there for the bugs, chitin. So, I decided to do kind of like an improvisation of what potentially may happen. So, I'm going to have other little small bases that would help promote me getting these resources. But the idea is to do one base in the snow area and one base in the desert. Oh, hypothetically, I haven't really checked down the caves of these islands. So, before I make any final decisions, I am going to look there first. To my knowledge, this is where you do get the red materials. So it's just going to be a little quick little journey. And okay, finally. One thing I do know is that caves don't really spawn naturally on these islands, if I do recall. You do have to mine down to get into them. These places tend to be really, really dangerous. Because of those gaps like that. One fall and you are essentially dead and goodbye your things. I'm not sure if those little mushrooms were just copper. structure over there. Doesn't really show on the map though. Let's go over there. Perhaps look at us. Chihuahua. Yeah, so apparently development is taking longer than I expected. I think it's like my fault, probably because I have a really high standard of things. The best door ever. And that sends you straight to your death. Anyway. Like I was saying earlier, the modding thing is taking longer than I would have originally expected, probably because I think it's mainly my fault for I have like a really high standard for things. Because I want things to be absolutely perfect. I want it to be in the same art style. I want it to be very user-friendly. I want it to be something that it would be more complementary for the entire progression versus something that's trying to dig you into your attention, kind of like Create does. So, for me, I also been looking into like the art direction. As I want to follow the tight-knit rules. Oh, shit. I want the, especially, so one thing I'm working on are definitely like more weapons. And I was primarily going to be focusing on the inclusion of more historical weapons, like the rapier, the executioner sword. But the thing is that Hytale already has some of those swords in. It's just they haven't included them yet, or they're either really hard to get. Sure, I could just have the back end, but the thing is that why would I put that much effort into making something that they're probably just going to put into the game anyway? Because in the end, this is still early access. So my second thought was, hey, why not do something with the weapons that already exist? But that requires me to actually go into the source code and change everything. And I have two ideas for such a thing. It's just that now I'm gonna have to learn more Java and the tools, and which honestly it's a lot more than I expected. Especially it's really hard to find tutorials to even get into it, because although I was able to make mods in better condition, those were tools that were already handed out to you from the get-go, even though it's not really good tools, very limiting tools. But hopefully, as soon as I figure out what editor to use, watch more tutorials about it, then I can get into the real good stuff. Because apparently there's a lot more rules when it comes to adding things to Hytale other than the art style, surprisingly or not. Like, have you even looked at the many items you're carrying? Like, for example, if you're making a weapon, you think, oh, I'll just make a single rectangle and make that the sword. But here's the thing: for the weapons, as you can see on the what is it, the cobalt sword, the entire width of the blade maintains a 4-pixel width, with the only exception of being details kind of like that V shape above the crossguard, and kind of like the centerpiece inside of the crossguard. Another thing to note is that I also saw that when it comes to blade edges on all the weapons, they kind of follow the same concept of, well, you're probably not going to be able to see it there, is that the thinner it is, the more defined the edge. But the way they do it with the swords is that they kind of going for this kind of pointed approach by making the blade thinner as it goes up. Let's see, there's a cobalt, yeah, right here. You see, it's on both of these weapons and how it just continues to get thinner as long as you go up the blade. Up until you get a 1-plane vector. And from what I see, it's actually, as soon as you get into the 2 width, as you can see in the center bits of both blades, is that it immediately skips up until the 1 vector plane, which I find very interesting. Like, it goes from 3 to 2 to 1 vector plane on every sword. On every sword, I think. Of course, I haven't really looked into the adamantite and the iron one. I was kind of confused about because it kind of looks like that they're trying to go for like a double-sided blade, and what they did is that they just used the 1 vector plane on both sides to symbolize the edge. But it's, I'm gonna have to look at that a lot more. As I said, I'm so much a perfectionist that it's honestly working against me. But I like it. At least I know I'm putting out some good work at least. So I think so I'm kind of like making a little mini series where it's just me learning the tools, and the first episode is just going to be in the building. Like trying to find the rules for building in Hytale, because of course people like myself all come from Minecraft. Like that's pretty much the golden rule for everybody. They expect, the creators of this expected that the people who are going to be playing this game come from Minecraft. That is correct. But the thing is that not all the rules apply. As if you watch the 30-minute stream, those the roof tiles, they're so thin, and it doesn't really make sense why. Like, sure, it's a tile roof. Like, why not just use stairs like you do for Minecraft? But yeah, I wanted to make use of it because they added the block in there, and I might as well work on it before I just throw out the entire idea anyway, right? So I did, and I found out that if you put a block underneath it, it becomes a solid block. Which means that you can do overhangs. It's just that for you to get that extra width, you have to use a slab or a half block, or staircases. Not trapdoors, because apparently trapdoors do not work when it comes to making that block a solid state. So that means is that you have to kind of what's the word? Is that if you're gonna be working with it, you're gonna have to just like think with the noodles in your brain to try to see if you can make the roofs thicker for builds that would call for situations where it would require a thicker roof. It's like, well, why don't you just leave it in there and just call it a day? Like, why would I need a thicker roof? Well, it's because we're doing builds that would require, like, hold on. Okay, there we go. So I was saying, the reason why you want some roofs to be thicker when it comes to builds is probably because certain builds would just look off. It's kind of like taking the weight of a building to make your eyes think that, hey, this is a sturdy structure versus something that's a weak structure. And you want some buildings to be a weak structure because, like this one, it's kind of old, decrepit, and falling apart. So you would match that with kind of like a thin roof that's maybe has some holes in it and has the support beam showing. That's a case where the thinner roofs work. As for like sturdy structures, kind of like what I consider is like strongholds, manors, like anything that's higher than a 2-story or like a 2-story upward, you would need a thicker roof to symbolize a stronger structure, because making anything look flimsy immediately ruins that feel that, hey, this is something that's supposed to be imposing. which is what I had to go through like 2 days ago when I was filming for it. No, why don't you just do more filming for this? I was like, oh, here's the thing. What I noticed is that I do not have time for many things. Videos being one of them, and YouTube especially. As of right now, you would think I would have time, especially since I'm unemployed. Like, the market right now is just like, I've sent out like, what, 500-ish applications, only got 3 interviews. And it's just like, you know what? It's not working. My parents are definitely helping me out. Like, they did give me like a place in the pet salon, though they only really call me when they need me. And they only really give me enough money to pay for my car insurance, and maybe some left over, but not much. But hey, at least I'm not homeless, you know? Though I do hope that me sending these applications out of state will help. Honestly, I need money, dude. Another thing is that, as right now, my options are limited, but at least I hope Hytale will give me a way to monetize mods. You know, putting this much effort into a mod, holding it back until, you know, Hytale decides to, hey, why don't we just do something like the Minecraft store where you're able to monetize your mods? But of course, avoiding slop, unlike what Minecraft is doing. And the obvious copyright infringement. Though, that's what I want. Though I think Simon is his name. There was an interview to where he wanted to keep the Hytale team small. And I do understand why. Like, the more people you add, the longer it's going to take for new updates to push out, because you're working with a lot of team. There's got to be communication. There's sometimes struggles for communication. There's some things may not go as planned. As in, oh, I meant this and not that. So I do get it. Keep managing your team, and then your team would do great things. Though really, for me, I had no luck with that whatsoever. Ouch, wow. Actually, I should have just fallen down there. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Best way to cheese. Also, another thing. Like, I also like playing the games before I even mod them, just so I can get a feel of what exactly is lacking to find the need and fill in it. Robots. See a need, fill a need. Hopefully not copyrighted. Speaking of, like, imagine, like, quotes like that have to be copyrighted. Like, right now, everything in the future is now monetized. You don't really own anything. It's just like, for you to use some of these words just for the quote itself, without using, like, the likeness of the individual. I understand if you're quoting somebody using the likeness of the individual. That's what I understand. But using the words themselves, that's what I feel like is fine. Though Hollywood might not see it that way. Oh, little fire spirit guy. It's a little guy. No, buddy, no! You're made of fire! Oh. Wow. I just hit him once and he just thought, you know what, might as well end it all right now. Proceeds to drown himself. That's a skeleton horse. I gotta stand and focus. I gotta focus. Don't panic. Still not finding any natural caves. I think it's just something that I just have to dig down for. Yeah, there's cobalt. We know that there's adamantite here. But we're just gonna have to dig down to even get into a cave. But here's the thing, I know that there's dinosaurs underneath, which is scary, but it's something that's, I don't know. Like, to me, that there's really no need to even go down there other than for adamantite, and that's it. Alright. Well, this adventure is a bust, but at least I know I'm not missing out on anything. What I do tend to notice is that the healing in this game is kind of very one-sided. There is pros and cons to each thing. That I can... Oh, I need that guy. Hey, buddy. There, I got you. Now you can die. He's dealt with. I'm not sure if I have that specific type of knight, though. have you guys? Seems like it. I'll be really mad if that wasn't the case. But yeah, it seems like this area of this zone is just like not worth it. Okay. None. So might as well start taking things down. No, I feel like if they, I know, like, there's like some common sense things that what they're gonna add. Like, I think it's common sense to assume that they're gonna be adding a way to display weapons so they just have no range as they have to get. And there is going to be more focuses on travel. I know that for sure. Well, because there's a limit on the teleporters, and depending on how long people are going to be playing this, you might need more teleporters. The more stuff that they add, they're going to have to increase teleporters to get to those areas a lot quicker. People have certain interest in that. Or they're probably going to add something kind of like, hey, portals are nice to have, but to get to things quicker, or if you want to prioritize more exploration, just give them something like a horse, or at least make horses tameable, make the horses more accessible. I think that's likely to happen. That was quick. Let's see, what else is there? Books. Mushrooms. I think I can use this already. On a sword. There. potions. Put those away. Yeah, but healing is kind of getting obsolete because when I played Hytale just for the fun of it, I got to the healing totems. Not like I got there, like a friend of mine already got there. It's like, hey, let me make you one. I said, okay. And this is so good to the point to where you don't need food and you don't need potions. Kind of like gets it out of the gameplay. Like I feel like food should have a use. Like it shouldn't immediately fall off once you reach a certain progression. I think the same thing, like food, potions, and farming are like either in the game loop not long enough, lose their relevancy, or just completely detached from the game loop whatsoever. I feel like they're gonna address that for sure. One thing I do want is Hytale to actually have videos, like a tutorial series. Because if they're managing it, then that means is that they can quickly address things that they are going to change or whatnot. That's the one thing I did like about Minecraft. Like, they either gave you the sources needed by a different provider like Blockbench and Bridge, that coding editor, which Hytale unfortunately does not. One good thing that they did do was that Mojang did not do is provide more detail on how to do the art direction, which I love, especially since something like this is more high detail. With a 32 and 32 kind of pixel size versus a 16 by 16. No. Okay. So. Now we must venture south. Because once I place a portal there, then we'll start building outposts or a means to get to the caves. Like a bunch of. Or maybe both. That might be better actually, doing both. I can just have one outside the house. Copper. Damn, I really want a horse. Or things to make these adventures not so boring. Buddy. I should probably collect some hide at least. Oh no. I think that would do wonders for me. Oh, what is this? Did I already get this place? No. Whoops. I held it wrong. Oh my gosh, I gotta be patient. So it seems that two structures spawn on top of each other. Is there that? This is just one wonky generation. Yeah, I think it's just one wonky generation. Don't want to be funny. I don't think that they know that some bookshelves require you to use your pickaxe to mine it. Like, for example, like the pickaxe doesn't work on the normal shelves, but the axe does. But as soon as you add books on it, then suddenly it becomes so hard that you have to use a pickaxe for it. I was like, hey dude, are you gonna address this? It's like, no, it's perfectly fine. Works as intended. It's like, but it doesn't make sense. Of course it makes sense. Because learning is hard. South. It's like, how does the concept of learning being hard makes it require a pickaxe? Well, no. Oh, what? What is it, Momo? What is it? You need me for something? Oh, little turkey. Hold on. I gotta take my dog out. Okay, so apparently she's like, you know, never mind. I don't want to go outside. I was just making you anxious, rubbing your leg because I want to. I was like, okay, fine. That's cat-like behavior, but sure. Whatever you want. Actually, I'll keep the bed. I'll keep the bed. Honestly, I don't know whether I like this generation or not. This world generation. Like, it makes sense. Like, if you go south, you're gonna find desert biomes. Like, it's a hotter climate up south. Once you go north, snowy biomes. But yeah, it kind of like puts an awkward situation on kind of like the normal biomes, like, or quote unquote normal biomes, like forest, plains, mountainous areas, or hillish areas. Like, it's kind of like a band. Like, I guess it's the same for real life, but it's just like so big that it doesn't really bother me. It shouldn't bother me to be. What am I saying? Uh, it's just that it feels weird because the transitioning happens like too fast for my opinion. Like, there's my house. Once I go up a little bit, it's more curved. So I kind of have to constantly go in and then out of that band just to get into like a little bit of a snowy biome. I think it's just that's how my generation of my world is. I need some venom glands. Give it to me. Honestly, the update where they added the dinosaurs, like, I think that's good to have. Like, add some more uniqueness to, like, what is it? Zone 1, 2, Zone 4? But I feel like that's kind of lackluster, you know? Because it's, like, such a big barrier to entry, and it's just so annoying to, like, dig all the way down just to get in there because there's no natural caves. You kind of, like, miss it if you're not directly looking for it, and that's kind of difficult for people who are picking this game up for the first time who have no background knowledge of the game whatsoever. You would only figure it out by either hapstance or you just look it up. Hapstance or just looking it up. Like, there's no one between. Alright, now I'm in the desert. Let's get to wandering. Like, the more I play this, the longer the wish list gets, but I think that they already address most of it. Which, or going to address it. It's kind of hard to know with this kind of game, because I know people tend to, like, reference it to Minecraft or, like, make a lot of comparisons to Minecraft, which, of course, it's a voxel game. But with Hytale, I think it should be an exception to the rule, because the way that they handle things and the way that they tackle problems and the way that the vision for this game is just, like, so different that it's kind of hard to pinpoint what they will do next, you know? Sure, we have, like, kind of like an outline, but it's something that will still keep us guessing. Flamingo. I really called it a flamingo. God damn it. That would have been so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That looks so huge. I'm already being met with water. That's kind of an issue. We'll go there. Oh shoot. Wait, how can a skeleton get pulled? Is it just corrosive material? Is that it? Wait, I need to eat. Like, there's no tomorrow. Oh, okay. So when they brush along you, you just ignore it, but once it's me, it's suddenly a problem. Well, let me just blow out a torch so you guys can see. Okay, there's an upper floor, but how do I get up there? Yeah, that's right. I can't get on. Rusty steel sword? Oh yeah. I kind of follows the really. Oh wait, no. Am I wrong? I remember there being like flat edges to it. Because it seems like it follows the same design. Possibly. So I guess I might be wrong then. It was late at night, so. There we go. Yes. Oh, it's one of these things. Just for the sign. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Nope, goodbye. I have not collected that before? Really? No, I refuse to believe it. Oh my gosh, I've never... Those things spawn everywhere. How have I not collected it before? That's it, I'm a fake fan. I'm a fake fan. Ouch. How dare you smack me, good sir. Seems like I already raided this place. That is a really big island, though. Is that... Okay, I think I might just put a place down around here or something. I think right there would be a good place to establish anything. I already have a structure in mind for the other one. For the other place. So I'm gonna go build there first. Then after that, I'm gonna improve the mines by the house. Then I'll brainstorm what's going to be happening over here. I don't think I have a memory of you. I seen you, but I don't think I collected a memory. Come on, buddy. Void Spectre. Certainly have not seen you. Boop. Alrighty then. Sleep. Yeah, sleep through the night. Why not? Doesn't make that much of a difference. No, actually, I do need cobblestone, though. I do need cobblestone right now. So we'll just focus on the mine first. Let's see. Oh, that is so much better. I'll put that in there. Alright. So. That's okay. These. So let's improve the mines right here first. Then we'll go off and collect the materials for the base over, build the next base. So, one plan I had in mind originally was I was just gonna use these planks and actually wait, I have a shovel. Let's go grab the shovel. It'll be right here. Yep. Grab the shovel. Move all this stuff and put cross section here. Yeah, I know, original, but there's gonna be more to it. Look at the cross section over here. Then we're going to put there. Oh, I have a friend calling me. Let's see what he needs. One moment.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello. I'm streaming at the moment. Do you want to join the... Do you want people to hear you?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Eh, invite me to the world too while you're at it. Might as well, right?
Yeah, might as well. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go online play. Let's see. How do I figure this out?
How do you join a world?
Let's see. Allow players to join. Yes.
Just press save. Press save, and then it gives you the code.
Okay. Copy to clipboard. Go.
I hate how long this code is.
I know, right? The code is so long. No, let's get it to where people can actually hear you.
Might as well, right? I mean, is there anybody watching?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Don't check.
Don't check. Let me just
False hope.
continue going off with the ignorance that nobody watches me. Yes.
No, continue going with the fact that everybody watches you.
Oh,
Gotta get the
no.
hype going.
Oh no. Okay, let's see if
Failed connected. An internal error has occurred.
desktop application beta. Can you try speaking?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello? Helloing.
Okay, yeah, you can't. They can't pick it up. And it seems like the desktop audio is picking up Hytale already.
Is it joint server? Do I join server
Yeah,
via
join
code or
server.
join via code, right?
Yeah, join via code. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure you have stuff.
No, it's fine. I'll farm myself. I got this.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I insist. And either way,
Got
it seems like you have to collect your own materials for
I
cobalt. if you
failed to
want
connect to
cobalt stuff.
server.
Failed to connect the server?
Failed to connect to any available address. The host may be offline or behind a strict firewall.
Okay, let's try that. Alright, let's do... Try that one instead.
Did you, if you made any changes, yeah, so if you made changes to the actual co-op, you have to, immediately give me the new code.
Yeah, I gave you a new code.
Yeah, so. Connected to Noopsia Yordafel?
Yep, yard fell.
5 out of 6. Same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, perhaps...
Try something else. Don't switch the code, don't do anything.
Alright, now I'm gonna quit the desktop. Oh, oops. Alright, I'm gonna see if, like, opening the world back up again will help it.
Why is it like when you try? Think it's time to make a new server.
No, it's fine. Alright, let's see. Online play. On.
Don't put PvP on. It sucks.
Huh?
Don't put PvP on.
I don't even know if it is on or not.
It's automatically checked off. You have to manually and put it on.
Alright. Alright. And now try it. Is it working?
Hold on. Join via code. Paste. Invite code. 4 out of 6. It might also be your internet.
Maybe.
5 out of 6. Nope.
Nope, this still didn't work?
It did not work.
How were you able to do it then?
See, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to create a new world and see if you can join off me. Just for the shits and giggles. Because if you can join me, but I can't join you, I think it's something wrong with your internet, or something's happening with the multiplayer right now.
Alright, well, let's see it.
Okay, online play. Save, copy that there, paste yonder.
It's connecting. Did it give you a loading screen when you entered it or no?
It just gave me like the 4 out of 5, the 5 out of 6, and then it stopped. So it's you.
Yeah, it is me. But how
Your
is that
internet's
the case?
so doo-doo shit that I can't
Wow.
join you.
Wow. I doubt that's the reason.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Is it something that does it have something to do with my world settings? Here, let me figure this out.
Yeah, take it down.
Worlds. General world. Oh wait, hold on. Cancel. Let's see. Save worlds. Online play. On. Am I supposed to have a password?
No. Password just makes it kind of harder.
Okay then. Allow other players to join on. Save. Copy to clipboard. Try now.
Yep, I'm doing it right now. See what happens. If it doesn't work, something wrong with your goofy ass in it. Because I'm getting to connecting to Noobza's world 4 out of 6. The 5 out of 6.
Huh.
Like a bar's not even loading up right now. Failed to connect to any available address. The host may be offline or behind a strict firewall.
That is certainly odd. I never had that issue when it comes to online play. Could it be because I'm streaming?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me look it up.
I knew.
Hmm. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Alright.
What the?
I'll wait for you to get back on me to that. Let's see where. Guess I'll just finish up the mines entrance. Then do that. Those as temporary blocks. Three more slabs. Put that there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Everything that this video recommended I do, I don't have.
What do you mean you don't have?
Like, it's like, fix this on your internet, don't have it. Fix this on your internet, don't have it. Fix this on your internet, don't have it.
What's your internet provider?
No, it was like Ethernet, but I'm Wi-Fi, so it doesn't apply.
Huh. That is so bizarre.
Everybody got me to, like, pay for an online server,
Ugh.
which I'm not fucking doing this shit.
I'm pretty sure I already have Hytale as the exception on my firewall.
Are you using any mods?
No.
Grown-up perks, zero grown-up stress. With AAA, it pays to be a member. You seeing this?
Hey, it's your dry skin. I'm craving the ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe with 3 essential ceramides helps restore my skin.
You want to play Hytale with your friends, allowing them in while you're actively with your friends is going to be actually just letting them join your single player world. Now, there are some limitations to this. It's only going to be allowing them in while you're actively in Hytale. Once you're in game, just go ahead and hit escape and then click online play. Then you want to toggle allow other players to join to on up here at the top. You can set a password if you want to kind of restrict it a little more, but again, you should really only be sharing this with people you trust. So you're going to probably skip that and then click save. It's then going to give you this share code. Copy this, and then what you'll do is, as your friend, they will go to the main menu of Hytale, go to servers, and then down here in the bottom right, they'll join via share code. They'll paste your code in here, click join, and then it will allow them right into, as you can see, in this case, Nick, that's me, new world, and it will join them on in. Now, I've closed the world, so it's going to fail, but that's how your friends can join your single player worlds in Hytale. The only reason you would have issues with that, by the way, is if there's an issue with the automatic kind of port forwarding that it does. We can see a bit more about this if we go to this link here, which this is where you're setting up your online play server, where you can click to copy that share code. If we go here, this has basically kind of an overview of it and how hosting a world works. It uses a thing called UPnP, which generally will work, but not on every ISP. For example, sometimes you may have something called CGNAT. This guide is linked in the description down below that goes over this, but basically what this means is that your ISP is using multiple people, so you and the house next to you, for example, may share an IP address.
know.
If that's the case, this won't work. And in
Can't find a reason
Dude,
why yours is
should I
doing that.
just- Should I stop stream and see if that's the problem?
We can try it,
Alright.
but I'm looking at it and like, how do I check if you're like locked behind a fire or anything like that? And it doesn't give me any answers. Like, go to the server in the game panel and check if the IP address ensure is correct and not behind an NAT or a CGNAT. How the fuck do you check that in this actual server?
No, I have no idea.